Welcome back to Shrewsbury Quay. Just giving the pond a bit of a tidy up and clean while I got a bit of 5 minutes. Now you might remember, or maybe you won't remember, I asked a question about pond backs several videos ago. Somebody was kind enough, Coven Coy, thank you. He got in touch and he said, I've got a pond back, you can have it if you want. Anyway, my son went over and picked it up and it's here. In fact, he sent me 2. Very generous, but I'm going to use 1, not 2 today. Yeah, I'm just going to see if I get some shit off the bottom and just give it a tidy. I'll let you know what I think about it. So this is it, it's an Oase. It's set up with the old hoover bit. You've got the bit coming out there, that's a bit from that up there in there, and then basically you've got your waste pipe, which basically when it fills up, it basically stops and then dumps it, I think. So I'll give it a go and let you know. Just a little tip, which I just made a mistake on. Make sure this end, the waste, which is going to your drain, is nice and open like that, because some idiot, namely me, put this end into the hoover and that flap basically stays shut. So as you can imagine, nothing was coming out. I was thinking to myself, it ain't very good, this, innit? It isn't getting anything up, it's just stirring some muck up. Couldn't see nothing going down the drain. Yeah, make sure the hose is on the right way round. Work to treat after though, gotta be honest, work to treat. Well, the clean's done a good job. Just chucked a bit of Monster Munch in. No, I haven't really, it's food. Didn't really see the bottom, where I had the old Dyson in there before. That seems to have done a really good job. Really pleased with that. Fish weren't bothered by it. But yeah, it's looking alright, I think. Fish are looking alright, bit of glare there. Even with the old handcrafted pagoda. Geppetto's own work. But yeah, you can see the bottom there, see the cable, see the pond. Alright, there's still some shit down there, but you know, you ain't gonna get everything, and some of it floats up and then it'll resettle. Yeah, all in all, happy days. Just in case you're wondering how I secured the posts, basically the pond design comes like this way and that way. I can overlap. So the post which I think is 90 by 90, something like that. Not 90 cm, 90 millimeters. Is that right? No, 900 millimeters, I think. Anyway, it fits in there just right. So what I've done, I secured it there and there, and then in there. So basically, the post is secured to the pond in each corner. So yeah, that's how I've done it. That's the easiest, and it worked last time on the old little pond I had before I did YouTube. So yeah, that's how it's all staying together. Right, so if anyone wants an Oase pond back, I've got a spare one. Although one of the hoses is split, so it might need a new hose. You'll have to collect it. But to be honest, what this video is about, did it work? In my opinion, I thought it worked well. And you know, the bottom of the pond looks good. It's got a lot of the shit from off the bottom, which I think the clover leaf had lifted off through that treatment, which is cracking. Previous video, not previous. Yeah, done a good job. So I think it's just shit that's sitting on the bottom. But yeah, if you're unsure about the hoovers, for me it worked a treat. Easy to use, quick, no mess. As Andy said at Derby Coy, it was a job that was a good one. And there you can see the bottom. I know it's a bit of glare, I can't help that, but I'm not going to put my phone in the water because that will really bugger things up. But you can see, other than the odd bit of shit, it don't look too bad. Water looks good, fish look good, and the bottom of the pond looks good. Well, rain stop play. It is absolutely bouncing down here, but they're little pigeons, they're loving it. They don't give two shits. Wings out, washing themselves off. It is absolutely bouncing down. Oh my god, it's absolutely bouncing down. Like Vince said, it's almost biblical. That'll be overflowing later. It'll look like Noah's Ark. Look at it. Bloody summer, they said. There you go, that's the British summer. Look at it, bouncing down. Absolutely bouncing. Probably have bloody snow tomorrow. Hello guys, just a quick one. Well, not a quick one, don't know how long it's going to go on for. I misordered some wood for the pergola that I just made. That one down there. You'll see this stuff on the top. I bought the wrong stuff. So I thought, what can I do with it? So I thought I'd make myself a little quarantine tank, grow on tank, and give myself an option so I don't have to chuck any new fish straight in the pond. I remember Phil from Telford Koi Pond, he made a good comment saying doesn't have to be anything special, just needs to be something to hold some water to isolate the fish. I think he was doing it some time ago with a couple he bought, I think from Walker Koi or somewhere like that anyway, earlier in the year. So I've knocked some of it up. I'm hoping it'll be all right. It isn't finished yet. I'll give a couple of updates. So here it is. You'll see it's quite chunky wood. I'm hoping it won't bow. I'm going to put some of these mats in the bottom. I had some of them under a lazy spar thing on here, so I know they'll do the job. I've got some Corex plastic sheeting, like thick stuff. I think you put under floors and things like that. So that'll go around the sides to hold, and then I'm gonna whack a liner in there. So also you'll see a bit here. So I'm going to obviously attach the liner in here, and then cap it off with a small bit of timber around the top just to tidy it up, and then whack a pump and filter in there, and some fish. The screws I used, I don't know whether I'm going to increase the amount. There's 2 per panel, well 2 each side, you know, 4 per panel, and they literally go through to about here. I forget the size of them. They're 6mm in diameter, quite a good diameter, and a good length. Can't remember the length, but they do, you know, they're not just what's the word, just going into it a small depth. It is pretty much most of the post. I'd probably say about that. So there's some good strength in it anyway, and it's good strong stuff. Weighs a bloody ton, but I thought I'd try and make some good use of it, and there we have it. So I've got the sides on in position, something in the bottom to cushion it. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get the liner in one piece now. That's it, full up. Make a mark on the back, just make sure nothing leaks. Might take a dip in it later, but yeah, I'll leave it for a day or two and look at tidying up all the corners and getting some edging around the top. Yeah, all good. Right, so finally, after about a week, 2 weeks, done something with the filter. Or have I? Now, I think everyone's waiting on the Easy Pod update. There isn't one. However, I can confirm that the Grow On quarantine tank, whatever you want to call it, is up and running. So I'll turn you around and show you. Here we go, all the branding on it. She's Koi, and just christened it with one of them babies. So yeah, there's a filter update. There's one in the bottom. A bit of an outlet there. I think it's a 5,000 litre pump. Pond Keeper or something like that. Again, Pond Keeper. Yeah, you know, pressurised filter. Depth cam. So I'm just topping it up now. And yeah, just finished off with a bit of, it's not perfect, but it's just the offcuts from the old pergola sitting down there. So it's just the offcuts. So yeah, all good. Just need to get some small fish, and next weekend I think. So I'll give an update on what I get and what's going in here. Catch you in a bit, guys.